welcome to the 1992 Carolina Academies Conference Tournament Championship game, where tonight, Mike Newsom
and Fred Draper will be bringing you tonight's game. It'll be the Northeast Lady Eagles against the Southern Christian Lady Eagles, and in the boys' game, the Halifax Academy Vikings against the Northeast Vikings. Mike Newsom is going to take you through the bracket for the varsity girls and tell you exactly how Southern Christian got to the championship round.
Right, of course, being seeded number 1 is Northeast Eagles. They got a bye in the first round. Southern Christian girls, they played NEW, won by the score of 40-24. That advanced them to the semifinals against number 2 seeded Halifax, which Southern Christian won also 51-42. Hobgood beat Enfield in the first round 36-30 to advance them to play the number 1 seeded Northeast Eagles. Northeast won 37-35, so in the finals tonight, number 1 seeded Northeast against the number 3 seeded Southern Christian Eagles.
All right, and we'll be right back with the boys' lineups in just a moment.
Attention sport card collectors and NASCAR fans, the Power Alley Uptown Roanoke Rapids is not only the #1 card shop for baseball, football, basketball, and hockey, but now the Power Alley at 1027 Roanoke Avenue, Uptown Roanoke Rapids is your NASCAR headquarters, with this area's largest selection of race champion scale collector cars. New or just arrived, the new J.D. McDuffie, Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, and Richard Petty cars. Plus, check out the new Pro Cheerleader and WCW wrestling cards, too. The Power Alley, 1027 Roanoke Avenue, Uptown, the location where other card shops buy from.
Welcome back to Halifax Academy Gymnasium. The championship game for tonight for the boys bracket is going to be the Halifax Academy Vikings against the Northeast Eagles. Both teams had a bye in the first round. In the second round, number 1 seeded Halifax defeated Enfield in a tough, hard-fought game, 56-55. The second seeded Northeast Eagles defeated Hobgood by a score of 60-47. And so tonight we have the Halifax Academy Vikings, number 1 seed, going up against the number 2 seed Northeast Eagles. And the game will be starting with the ladies coming on first in just a moment.
The next time you need hardware supplies, you think about Gaston and Gaston Hardware. Gaston Hardware, one of the most complete hardware stores in the Roanoke Valley and Southside Virginia. From plumbing to electrical needs to nails, and one of the most complete selection of bolts anywhere. If you need hardware, Gaston Hardware is all you need. See the most complete selection of hardware anywhere at Gaston Hardware. They're located on Highway 46 East in Gaston. Come by and see them today at Gaston Hardware. Take 10. Take an extra 10% off all previously reduced winter sales items at Kittner's in Weldon. Example, men's sport coats, regularly $200, sale price $95, with an extra 10% off, just $85.50. Ladies' shoes, regular price $64, sale price $32, with an extra 10% off, only $28.80. Save all this week with an extra 10% off all winter sales shoes and clothing for every member of your family. Use your charge card. Sorry, no layaways or charges. At Kittner's in Weldon, where a trial is all we ask.
I'm Mike Newsom. I'm here with the head coach of Northeast Girls, Joella Brown. First of all, I congratulate you on being in the finals, Joella, and wish you the best tonight. First of all, a little bit about your team.
Well, we're a small team, height-wise. We have a 8-2 record. I've got just balanced scoring pretty much with all my team members. They are just a hard-working group. We're not going to have any superstars. Just play good fundamental basketball.
Right, the other night I was impressed with your inside play. You were real strong on the inside. I noticed that your point guard backed off on a couple of your shots, and do you think maybe she's going to have to get more involved tonight against this Southern Christian team?
Well, with only 6 girls, I feel like tonight to win it, we're going to have 6 girls in scoring position. We're going to have 6 girls hitting the boards hard, and we're going to have to stop Watkins defensively. There's also, she has help from Wright and Griffin on the outside shot, and we're going to have to just play good defensive basketball as long as we keep hitting the boards offensively, too, and get those shots that we missed there.
Right. Now, Fred and I was talking a little bit earlier, Joella. I know they're on the roll, but being seeded number 1 and having the experience, we like Northeast also, so it should turn out to be a real exciting game.
Well, we feel pretty good going into it. Last time they beat us by 16. First time we beat them, but they are playing real well right now. We're missing a lot of easy shots, so we're going to be very deliberate in our transition. It's going to be a very slow game. We hope to be in our favor.
Right. Now, the one thing Southern Christian does, they run the court real well, okay? So that's one thing you're going to have to protect for, and, of course, cut down on your turnovers.
Right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll be back with Coach Gerald Melton of the Southern Christian Lady Eagles in just a moment.
Pine State of Roanoke Rapids takes this opportunity to congratulate all the teams in the CAC tournament. And to each individual player, Pine State congratulates you on a job well done. The staff of Pine State is proud of the youth in this area, and especially the young athletes who spend so much time practicing and still maintaining their grades. Once again, Pine State is proud of all of you. Pine State.
Double E Building Supply in Rich Square, where you can fix it up at cut-rate prices. Double E prices are at least 25% lower than the regular retail price. With prices like Double E's, you can fix up doors, windows, storm windows, and bathroom vanities with the extra work, but not with the extra cost. Double E Building Supply, Highway 305 Rich Square, across from Eastern Fuels. Call today, 539-2020. Double E Building Supply of Rich Square.
Back at Halifax Academy Gymnasium, we go to Mike Newsom, Coach Gerald Melton of the Southern Christian Lady Eagles.
We both know the Eagles will win.
That's right. We're glad to be here. We come from a small school, and the kids are really excited. They've never gone this far, so we're real glad to be here.
Basically, what I meant by that was, both of you, the nicknames is the Eagles, right?
Right.
Gerald, you've got a very strong performance both games out of Lee Watkins, and of course she's going to be your playmaker and just about everything else. You got good support from Griffin, Cook, and Wright. Of course, Angela Wright handles the ball a lot. If they go to a box and one, do you have any game plan on exactly how to answer that?
No, we'll just do our basic things what we do all year, and someone else will have to step up like we've done in the past. Sharon Griffin stepped up the other night and hit some big three-pointers for it, and Lenore Cook has been stepping up some for us too. So we'll just basically play our regular game, and everybody will play their role.
Right. Matter of fact, Sharon Griffin had 5 three-pointers in the semifinals, and I thought she was a big asset to your team. Coach, you're on the roll, and I'd just like to say good luck in the finals, and bring the Eagles through.
We're going to try. It's going to be a tough game. Northeast has an excellent team, but we're going to play hard and do our best.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Melton. We'll be back, Halifax Academy Viking Gymnasium, for the tip-off in the ladies' game of the Eagles versus the Eagles in just a moment.
The sale of your timber investment is the culmination of many years of hard work and planning. As with any investment, you owe it to yourself to explore all of your options prior to sale. With headquarters in Weldon, North Carolina, Coastal Lumber Company has for over 40 years been a major purchaser of hardwood and softwood timber in the Roanoke Valley. They'd like to talk with you concerning the purchase of your timber investments. If you have hardwood or pine timber that is ready to turn your timber assets into cash, call Coastal Lumber Company in Weldon at 919-536-4211.
Pierce Trailer Service Incorporated of Weldon wishes the Halifax Academy Vikings the very best during the CAC tournament games. Pierce Trailer Service is proud to sponsor tonight's broadcast on FM Country 102.3 and TV 20, and is glad to support our youth here in the Roanoke Valley. Pierce Trailer Service specializes in truck equipment and trailer service and sales. They carry parts and provide service for all trailers and truck bodies. Good luck, Vikings, from Pierce Trailer Service of Weldon.
Mike Newsom, along with Gerald Rook, head coach of the Halifax Vikings varsity boys, seeded number 1, 10-0 during the regular season, playing a strong Northeast team, Coach. You beat them twice during the regular season. What's your game plan for tonight?
Well, Mike, we hope to pressure defense like we have all year, and be real patient on offense. We like to play more of a running style ball game, but as most people know, Daniel Howell, our point guard, got hurt the other night, will not be playing tonight. So therefore, it's going to change our offensive style some. We're going to have to slow it down and be more deliberate on offense, but we still want to pressure them into some mistakes and play some pressure defense.
Right, a player caliber, Daniel Howell, you don't replace. You just ask the other kids maybe to step up a couple more steps and come out now. Tim Etheridge, he's your shooting guard. Are you going to leave
even at the shooting guard?
No, Mike, that's where Daniel's really going to hurt us, because now we're going to have to move Tim to the point guard position because he's the most experienced person we got. Daniel and Tim were the only two real experienced players we had returned from last year, and so I would hate to put a sophomore and a small kid out there in Daniel's shoes tonight, so therefore I'm gonna stick with the senior and move him to point guard, and I think that's probably going to hurt us scoring-wise, but I think turnovers are going to be a key tonight, and we can't afford to turn the ball over a whole lot, and I got more confidence in Tim than I do anybody else having the basketball.
Now, Northeast does have a small bench. You have a larger bench. Could that be maybe a strong point to the ending of this game?
It was the first two games, I think, Mike. I think our bench has been the key all year long. We've played 9 or 10 players every game, and we pressure defense and push it up on offense. And, you know, tonight it might not be as big a factor because we're going to have to slow it down some on offense, and that might give Northeast a chance to rest some. And I think we got to play that style, but I really don't think we can push it up a whole lot with who we're going to have on the court without Daniel tonight.
Coach, appreciate you coming out and talking to us. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Coach.
If you want to look your very best, call Naomi and Company in the Plaza Shopping Center at 537-1533. The staff always aims to please, and please they do, with a capital P. Whether it's a new perm, a haircut, or maybe you just feel like you deserve a treat, then call or go by today and feel really terrific about yourself. They're moving soon, so listen to WPTM and we'll be telling you when and where. When you call or go by, ask about their tanning bed and get ready for the summer early with Naomi and Company in the Plaza Shopping Center. Attention drivers, Builders Transport, a major truckload carrier, is proud to celebrate 14 years as a part of Halifax County and surrounding communities. Builders Transport can offer the experienced tractor-trailer driver excellent pay, group hospitalization, and group dental insurance, a 401k retirement plan, an employee stock ownership plan, spouse ride program, paid vacations, long and short haul, and much more. If you're at least 23 years of age with a year over-the-road tractor-trailer experience and have a good driving record, CDL, then you need to call Rudy Evans today and find out how you can join the Builders family. Builders Transport at 1-800-548-2344.
All right, we get ready for the tip-off at Halifax Academy Viking Gymnasium in just a moment.
The sale of your timber investment is the culmination of many years of hard work and planning. As with any investment, you owe it to yourself to explore all of your options prior to sale. With headquarters in Weldon, North Carolina, Coastal Lumber Company has for over 40 years been a major purchaser of hardwood and softwood timber in the Roanoke Valley. They'd like to talk with you concerning the purchase of your timber investments. If you have hardwood or pine timber that is ready to turn your timber assets into cash, call Coastal Lumber Company in Weldon at 919-536-4211.
Pierce Trailer Service Incorporated of Weldon wishes the Halifax Academy Vikings the very best during the CAC tournament games. Pierce Trailer Service is proud to sponsor tonight's broadcast on FM Country 102.3 and TV 20, and is glad to support our youth here in the Roanoke Valley. Pierce Trailer Service specializes in truck equipment and trailer service and sales. They carry parts and provide service for all trailers and truck bodies. Good luck, Vikings, from Pierce Trailer Service of Weldon.
The official signed the official scorebook. Mike, he's never signed ours. We'll have to...
It's not official.
Whoa, now, wait a minute. All right, as we get ready, 1 minute before tip-off, here at Halifax Academy at Viking Field, as soon as the official signs the scorebook and he's already talked with the team captains and gets them out on the court, we'll be ready to play. The official has done his chore, and we're ready to roll. He wants the horn blown, checking everybody out. And Mike, you still say that Northeast, with the experience, is going to dominate over the Southern Christian team.
No, I didn't say dominate now. I'm going along with my buddy Fred Draper. I'm saying that the Eagles will win.
All right, as you can hear, the crowd, we have a good crowd here tonight, Halifax Academy Viking Gymnasium. We'd like to invite all of you to get out. The Halifax Academy boys team will be playing at 8:30. Come on out and watch a good ladies game between the Northeast Eagles. And now Mike with the starting lineup for the Eagles.
First for the Southern Christian Eagles. Starting at 1 guard, number 11, a junior, 5'4", Sharon Griffin. Starting at the other guard, number 10, a senior, 5'8", Lee Watkins. Starting at one forward, number 10, number 4, a sophomore, 5'5", Angela Wright. Starting at the other forward, number 21, a senior, 5'8", Amanda Borkins. And starting at senior, at center, number 15, the senior, 5'8", Lenore Cook. And the rest of the Lady Eagles runs out to midcourt. And now, for the number 1 seeded Northeast Eagles. Starting at one guard, number 12, a senior, 5'8", Jennifer Crawley. Starting at the other guard, number 30, a sophomore, Wendy Pope. Starting at one forward, a junior, number 22, Sharon Godwin. Starting at forward, number 21, a senior, 5'7", Kathy Jenkins. And starting at center, number 24, a senior, 5'5", Elizabeth Field.
All right, Mike, and as the other player for the Northeast Eagles goes out on the court, that's Lindy Womack. As we get ready for the tip-off, we're going to have the national anthem. We'll be back to Halifax Academy Viking Gymnasium in just a moment.
If you want to look your very best, call Naomi and Company in the Plaza Shopping Center at 537-1533. The staff always aims to please, and please they do, with a capital P. Whether it's a new perm, a haircut, or maybe you just feel like you deserve a treat, then call or go by today and feel really terrific about yourself. They're moving soon, so listen to WPTM and we'll be telling you when and where. When you call or go by, ask about their tanning bed and get ready for the summer early with Naomi and Company in the Plaza Shopping Center. Attention drivers, Gilda's Transport, a major truckload carrier, is proud to celebrate 14 years as a part of Halifax County and surrounding communities. Gilda's Transport can offer the experienced tractor-trailer driver excellent pay, group hospitalization, and group dental insurance, a 401k retirement plan, an employee stock ownership plan, spouse ride program, paid vacations, long and short haul, and much more. If you're at least 23 years of age with a year over-the-road tractor-trailer experience and have a good driving record, CDL, then you need to call Rudy Evans today and find out how you can join the Builders family. Builders Transport at 1-800-548-2344.
Ladies and gentlemen, where is that cross-stitch project you started to do years ago? Did you put it in a drawer or a closet because you couldn't find that special fabric it called for? Well, not anymore. Pass and Time carries name brand fabrics, Charles Crafts, Weegart, top sellers, and wide variety in graft patterns, dimensions, just cross-stitch, glory and pad, just to name a few. Pass and Time also special orders, so all is not lost. If it's out there, they put in more than effort to find it. Pass and Time in the Plaza.
All right, the national anthem from Halifax Academy High School Gymnasium, and we're just about ready for the tip-off. As Coach Melton, Coach Brown, last words of instructions to their players. And we're ready to go.
Both coaches wanted to make me think that they were just taking this as another game. Believe me, both of them was tight.
No, you don't come into the conference tournament championship game and take it easy. It just doesn't happen. Official wants to know if we're ready. And I'm ready. Mike, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Jenkins with the tip. As Northeast takes the basketball, it goes to Elizabeth Field. Field goes inside to Godwin. Godwin to Griffin to Crawley. And it goes right through the hands of Wendy Pope. She breaks back outside. So there's a turnover very quickly, and it's going to be little jitters and little nerves here to begin with.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Both teams are going to come out tight to start with, but after a few minutes, they'll settle down and get out to the game.
All right, Angela Wright with the basketball. She goes out to Amanda Boykin. Boykin to Cook. Cook to who else but Lee Watkins. And if you hadn't seen Lee Watkins play, you've got something in store for you, to Angela Wright. She and Angela Wright run this ball club.
They all playing a box and one on Watkins.
I see that they put Jenkins on Watkins. With the basketball is Amanda Borkins. I'd have to break out Shannon Griffin and let Shannon try those three-pointers. That's her spot right there, Mike.
Right, she's on the wing.
Right on the wing, that's her spot. Angela Wright, as they move the basketball. Defense is keeping them above the three-point line. Good defense by the Eagles as they are putting Watkins on a lady-to-lady defense. They have Jenkins on her, Kathy Jenkins. Turnover, and it's Jennifer Crawley, number 12, comes up with the basketball.
Fred,
Gives it over to Kathy Jenkins, okay?
The only bad thing about Kathy Jenkins having to play a lady-to-lady is going to tire her out and take the offense away from her.
Right, she's a good offensive threat. As the ball goes into the corner, back to Crawley. Crawley over to Pope. Pope to Jenkins. Jenkins looking inside. Nobody's open. She can't get the ball in. Wendy Pope fakes the shot. She goes to Jenkins. Jenkins from about 12 foot. No good. Rebound Jenkins. Kathy Jenkins goes up. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound underneath. Back out. It goes to Bill. Shot is put back up. No good. Fight for the rebound again. And here comes Lee Watkins of Southern Christian. She's going to take it down all the way to Angela Wright. Shot up. Foul on the inside. A good call foul.
Fred, this is where it's going to be tough to play lady to lady. On Watkins, when she gets the defensive rebound, she takes off down the court. And it's almost impossible to catch her to play defense on her.
Exactly. Angela Wright at the line. Foul was on Wendy Pope, number 30. Angela Wright shot no good. We still do not have a score in this game. We played almost 2 minutes of the first quarter with no score.
She's going to be a big factor in this game tonight for the Southern Eagle to win.
Second shot, no good. Rebound post for the Northeast Eagles. Wendy Pope slows it down, gives her offensive team a chance to set up, and it also might give the defense a chance to set up when you do this. Beal with the basketball to Pope. I'm sorry, it was Godwin, not Beal. To Crawley. Crawley looks inside, nobody to go to, back to Pope. Pope goes to Elizabeth Beal, back to Wendy Pope. Now the defense of Southern Christian's back pretty tight also, Mike.
Right.
And they're doubling up, putting a box around Kathy Jenkins.
They're playing a 2-1-2 zone, and they're matching up when the ball goes to Kathy Jenkins' side.
Wendy Pope tries to go to Jenkins and can't do it. To Crawley. Jennifer Crawley. And Crawley, the shot is not there yet. Wendy Pope may put it up from 3. She looks over to the side to Godwin. Shannon Godwin with the ball. Back to Wendy Pope.
Well, this is why I try to emphasize, Fred, that Jennifer Crawley will have to shoot tonight.
Shot up by Pope. It rims out. No good. Rebound. And here comes Lee Watkins. Watkins has Jenkins on her. Loses the handle on it. Picking up the loose ball is going to be Cook. Lenore Cook. And shot is going to be off. No good by Angela Wright. So we still have no score in this game. We're down to 4 minutes, 30 seconds in the first quarter. As they slow the basketball down again, Wendy Pope with the ball, bringing her team up.
Now, if I was Northeast, I would put Beal down low because she's strong now.
Kathy Jenkins with a good move with the basket. Jenkins gets the 2 points. So it's Northeast 2, Southern Christian nothing. And we're down to 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
Right, they almost went 4 whole minutes before either team scored.
Hands off like a halfback, as Mike said, to Lee Watkins. And shot no good. Fight for the rebound. Angela Wright comes out with it. And that's no surprise because Lee Watkins shot up. No good. Rebound in there. It's Northeast. Taken away. It's going to be a foul on number 10, Lee Watkins.
See, what's going to happen is Lee Watkins gets so involved in the game, Fred, that when you're playing her lady to lady, it's going to discourage her, and she's going to pick up these cheap fouls and turn the ball over to her.
She's going to pick them up very quickly, as she did then. Wendy Pope with the basketball for Northeast. Pope to Crawley. Jennifer Crawley, a senior, number 12, to Wendy Pope. To Jenkins. Jenkins cut off. As she tries to go down the lane. And it's back to Crawley. And Crawley looks to pass. She really doesn't look to shoot, Mike, as Coach Brown told us. Inside it goes to Jenkins, and that's who they're looking at, is Kathy Jenkins. Shot, put back up, and good by Elizabeth Field.
If they let her hang around the basket tonight, she's going to hurt Southern Christian.
That's right. Now, there's Shannon Griffin, and Griffin throws the ball away. Angela Wright was breaking into the basket, and Griffin threw it back to her. Nobody was there. It's a turnover. Northeast Academy has the basketball. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's 4-0 in favor of Northeast. Wendy Pope with the basketball. Pope looks to her right, passes to Crawley. They got Jenkins out on the wing. Now, Jenkins is much like Watkins is for the Southern Christian team, Mike. She is the lady they go to when they need to put points on the board.
Right, and Southern Christian isn't acknowledging that at all. They're letting her roam free.
Not necessarily. You see they double down when she gets into that low post. You see Lee Watkins go over to try to pick her up. Look at this, fight for the rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and they call it Southern Christian basketball.
See, what Northeast is doing is when they break Kathy Jenkins out to the corner, that's pulling the defense out, and they're breaking someone where Kathy Jenkins started from.
Exactly. That time it didn't work for them. They couldn't get the shot up and good. Inside they go to Watkins. Watkins turn around, no good. Godwin with the rebound. Number 22 for Northeast. And she goes to Wendy Pope, number 30. Wendy over to Crawley. Crawley to Jenkins. Jenkins looking inside. Godwin is covered. There's Cook. Jenkins shot up, rims out. Put back up by number 22, Shannon Godwin. It's 6-0 in favor of Northeast. 1:40 remaining in the first quarter. Shot up by Watkins is good, and a foul underneath the basket. These Southern Christian fans are going wild. All right, we got a foul on number 22, Shannon Godwin.
That's her first, that's the team's second.
All right, going to the line. It's going to be number 10, Lee Watkins, and this lady is the points leader for this Southern Christian team.
Well, maybe that's what they needed to get them off, Fred.
Southern Christian, by the way, is out of Knightdale, and if you know anything, Knightdale is just east of Raleigh. Shot up by Lee Watkins is good. And as Coach Melton said, it's a small school. Mike, we were told they have only 65 students from daycare to the 12th grade. All right, inside, Crawley goes to, and the ball is over to Godwin. Back to Crawley. Crawley to Wendy Pope. Pope looking to Godwin. Godwin wants on the left side, but it goes back to Crawley. To Pope. To Jenkins. Turnover. Cook. Cook gives it to Lee Watkins. Watkins has Jenkins trailing her. Watkins loses it off of her leg, and that's a turnover. And there's a case, Mike, of Watkins trying to do too much again, I think.
Well, I'm telling you, Northeast is strong on the inside. And the only way she's going to do anything at all is to stop and take that little jumper.
Exactly. She's got to pull it up because she can't go down against two of those ladies that had her. Jenkins was one of them. So then we're going to do a little delay with Wendy Pope, Crawley, and Elizabeth Bill out on the wing.
In my opinion, this favors Southern Christian, Fred. The reason why Northeast, lady to lady, is a stronger team than Southern Christian.
All right, to Godwin. Godwin behind the three-point line. And they'll put a box on Jenkins. What they're trying to do is pull the defense out so Jenkins will be wide open on the basket. And you see back it's going to be Cook and Watkins back with Jenkins. So they're not definitely falling for it. Wendy Pope with the basketball to Crawley. Now we're going to bring it in. 12 seconds. We held it for one shot. 9, knocked out of bounds. So Northeast will put it back in under their own basket with 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's 6-3 in favor of Northeast Academy Eagles. Pope calls a play. Shot goes in to Godwin. Godwin going down the lane. Cut off. Crawley. Crawley to Pope. Pope with 3. Shot no good. Rebound 2 seconds. 1. That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Northeast Eagles 6. The Southern Christian Eagles 3. We'll be back in a moment.
At Leslie Wright Ford, Customer satisfaction is our primary concern, and that's why we offer one-day service on most minor repairs. That's also why we offer our service owner program on new Ford cars and trucks that gives you a free loaner while yours is being repaired. At 175 Old Farm Road, service is not just another word. It's a commitment. Leslie Wright Ford. We do business the old-fashioned way. We do it right.
The next time you need hardware supplies, you think about Gaston and Gaston Hardware. Gaston Hardware, one of the most complete hardware stores in the Roanoke Valley and Southside Virginia. From plumbing to electrical needs to nails, and one of the most complete selection of bolts anywhere. If you need hardware, Gaston Hardware is all you need. See the most complete selection of hardware anywhere at Gaston Hardware. They're located on Highway 46 East in Gaston. Come by and see them today at Gaston Hardware.
As we get ready to start the second quarter, from Halifax Academy Gymnasium, Fred Draper, Mike Newsom, Robert Carver, Randy Ferguson, and our engineer is Frank White. Thanks very much for a job well done, guys. Angela Wright with the basketball to Shannon Griffin, back to Wright. Wright tries to go inside, leads Kathy Jenkins, breaks it up, but now Angela Wright has it. They did not take advantage of Kathy Jenkins laying over here on the floor, Mike. But there's going to be a foul under the basket. Number 22, Shannon Godwin, with the foul. That's her second.
Right. They can't afford to lose her. She's not which one of these. She's one of these players that doesn't stand out, but she just plays well the entire game.
All right, replacing her will be Lindy Womack. Womack replaces Godwin.
She doesn't hurt them a bit when they put her in the game.
Not a bit. Lindy does a good job under the boards. At the line, Lee Watkins, shot no good. 6-3 the score as we start the second quarter. Watkins at the line, shooting the second. She misses the first. Watkins, second shot up, and no good, rolls out. Kathy Jenkins with the rebound from Northeast. And here come the Lady Eagles of Northeast Academy. Wendy Pope with the basketball. Looks like Mike is going to try to work it down the inside.
They're running a 1-4 offense.
To Crawley. You're right. And they're looking for Jenkins, and Jenkins is not being set free on the wing. It goes to Wendy Pope. Now, Pope will shoot him from three. We saw her do that earlier. To Jenkins at the free throw line. She goes down to the point. No good. It's back to Crawley. Womack with the shot, and it's good. Lindy Womack puts the basket in. Makes the score 8-3, and we're very early into the second quarter. To Griffin it goes. Pass the ball around from Borkins to Griffin. To Wright. Angela Wright. No problem. Angela Wright with 2 points. It's 8-5 in favor of the Northeast Eagles. We got to remember, we have Eagle versus Eagle. It's the Northeast Eagles, the Southern Christian Eagles. Angela Wright trying to put a lot of body on Elizabeth Field. Jenkins with the ball. Back to Womack. To Wendy Pope it goes. And she's looking. Crawley breaks open. It goes to Jenkins. Jenkins loses a handle on it. It's a turnover. It's Lee Watkins with the basketball. Now, Watkins didn't pass the ball to Amanda Borkins. She goes to Angela Wright. Bounce pass in to Lee Watkins. She makes a good move to the basket. Shot is up and good. To 7 to score. The Northeast Eagles still leading in this ball game. They jumped out to 6 quick points before the Southern Christian Eagles even put any points on the board.
See, they're not even looking for Elizabeth Field when she rolls down low. If she can hit that little shot.
There she is. And nobody's looking for her. They're looking for Jenkins.
Right.
And look, see, right inside of Jenkins it goes. Shot is up. And she's a good shooter. Don't get us wrong, but other people are open. Look at Elizabeth Field. Jenkins with the shot. Up and good. Kathy Jenkins. But as Mike mentioned, other people are open, and they're not even looking for them. It's the same way with Southern Christian. Southern Christian. Angela Wright goes. Back back to Angela Wright. And Wright goes inside, gets it to Cook. Cook with a shot up, no good. Rebound is Kathy Jenkins.
This boxing one that they're playing on Watkins, if she would go down to the low post, and like you said, that Sharon Jenkins and Wright shoot the ball, she would rebound the ball, Fred, and could put it right back up. She's pressing to get the ball right now.
Exactly. Now their Bill is open as well as Wendy Pope under the basket. To Bill. Bill from 15. Shot no good. Jenkins. And Jenkins is fouled. It's going to be on number 10. Lee Watkins of Southern Christian.
That first second foul.
Anybody in the bonus?
No, that's only 2 against Southern
Okay, that's what I thought.
Right.
They lined up, but I thought that was only the situation. Jennifer Crawley with the basketball for Northeast. Crawley goes over to Womack. Womack looking inside to go to Jenkins. Jenkins breaks to the basket. Wide open over in the corner. Now she comes back in the lane.
Womack ought to take that shot. She can hit it.
Crawley goes to Pope. Pope looking back out, goes to Lindy Womack. Womack. It goes to Jenkins. Jenkins shot. No good. And here comes Lee Watkins. And Mike, here she is. There's a foul, a reach-in foul on Kathy Jenkins. Mike, there she goes. We've seen a determination in Lee Watkins' eyes before. She takes the ball all the way down on her own. And this time she was fouled, so that was lucky there was no turnover on her part.
Right. Now, she has 2 fouls. And what I would do if I was Northeast, I'd take the ball right down to her because she's so aggressive on defense.
Exactly. Angela Wright with the ball. Wright goes over to Borkins, and Borkins throws the ball away. Kathy Jenkins shot no good, and there's a foul underneath that's going to be on Cindy Womack.
That's her first, the team's 5th.
And Mike, Borkins elected not to shoot that ball, and as it was, everybody thought she was going to shoot, and they turned it over because she tried to pass it back out, but she elected not to shoot, and she was wide open.
Right. You must look to the goal first.
That's right. She should have just put it up because all of her teammates wanted there for the rebound, but she didn't, and she tried to put it back out. That was a turnover. Shot by Watkins is no good. Rebound by Lindy Womack. It's Wendy Pope with the basketball. Pope goes to her left to Crawley. Crawley looking inside, and she goes to Jenkins. Kathy Jenkins with the ball, tries to make a move to the basket. Cut off, it's Womack. Wendy Pope with the basketball, number 30 for the Eagles. And Lindy Womack was wide open going right down the lane. Nobody even came close to her. Another turnover. She just took her eyes off of it as it was coming to her. She turned away, and it went right through her hand. Turnover.
If you notice, Northeast is not throwing anything down low. Everything's out to the wing.
And they've got Bill down low open almost every time. 10-7 the score. Northeast over Southern Christian. Shot up by Cook. Goes in. Lenore Cook with the shot. It's 10-9 in favor of Northeast.
Something you and I both have pointed out is if Watkins would let the rest of these girls help her out, her game is going to be there.
All right, Jenkins inside. Tries to give it out to Womack. Womack with a shot. That was a good assist by Kathy Jenkins that time. Lindy Womack gets the 2 points. And this is what Northeast is going to have to do, Mike, is they're going to have to not rely on Kathy Jenkins to try to get them the points. They're going to have to go with other people, just like Southern Christian's having to go. They say it's out of bounds off the hands of Northeast player. Southern Christian takes over under their own basket. We'll inbound the ball. We've got 2:14 remaining in the half. Score is 12-9 in favor of Northeast. Oh, and look, I'll tell you what, that play got away. Borkins with a shot up. That time, at least she didn't turn it over. Shot was no good. Crawley with the basketball. Jennifer Crawley, number 12. Crawley to her left to Pope. Pope looks inside, and we have a roll as far as the offense goes. It goes to Crawley on the right wing. Back to Pope, right in the center of the court. Pope to Womack. Womack looks to Jenkins. Jenkins is covered as she goes down. Now Pope is wide open over on her left wing. Shot up by Jenkins and good. Kathy Jenkins with the 2. Mike shaking your head.
I don't understand why they're letting her shoot, Fred. You've got to know where she's at on the court, where she's at now.
Angela Wright with the shot. No good. Rebound in there is Elizabeth Beal, number 24. He goes to Womack. Womack back to Crawley. All right. Coach Brown wants one shot. We got a minute left in the first half, and she wants to pull it back out for one shot. 14-9, the Northeast Eagles on top by 5.
Let's see, Watkins just come out. If she gets a chance, she's going to steal this ball, Fred.
Exactly. Crawley making a move to the basket, but Sharon Griffin picks her up. What's happening? Watkins is going to pick up a foul. And Beal with the ball. Beal, good bounce pass, and you're right, Mike Watkins has stolen that basketball, and she is tied up under the court. She had just about stole it. You pulled it right because she was there. It was a bad pass to the inside.
Southern Christian was too quick for Northeast to freeze the ball.
Exactly. And they are aggressive. They play aggressive defense. Out to Crawley. Crawley has Sharon Griffin on her. Crawley comes around to the right side. Shot up by Kathy Jenkins is no good. Rebound. Elizabeth Beal with a putback is good. We got 17 seconds. It's 16-9. And Lindy Womack just happened to be on the right spot at the right time, Mike.
Well, these girls play good as a team. They're going to do.
Angela Wright drives the lane. Shot is good. No call. We got 2 seconds remaining. Time half is over. It's Southern Christian 11 and Northeast 16. So the Northeast Eagles lead at halftime here at Halifax Academy Gymnasium. We'll be back in a moment.
Take 10. Take an extra 10% off all previously reduced winter sales items at Kittner's in Weldon. Example, men's sport coats, regularly $200, sale price $95, with an extra 10% off, just $85.50. Ladies' shoes, regular price $64, sale price $32, with an extra 10% off, only $28.80. Save all this week with an extra 10% off all winter sales, shoes and clothing for every member of your family. Use your charge card. Sorry, no layaways or charges. At Kittner's in Weldon, where a trial is all we ask.
Pine State of Roanoke Rapids takes this opportunity to congratulate all the teams in the CAC tournament. And to each individual player, Pine State congratulates you on a job well done. The staff of Pine State is proud of the youth in this area, and especially the young athletes who spend so much time practicing and still maintaining their grades. Once again, Pine State is proud of all of you. Pine State.
Double E Building Supply in Rich Square, where you can fix it up at cut-rate prices. Double E prices are at least 25% lower than the regular retail price. With prices like Double E's, you can fix up doors, windows, storm windows, and bathroom vanities with the extra work, but not with the extra cost. Double E Building Supply, Highway 305, Rich Square, across from Eastern Fuels. Call today, 539-2020. Double E Building Supply of Rich Square.
18-11 is the score. With the Northeast Eagles on top, Wendy Pope with the basketball. Pope is fouled by number 10, Lee Watkins.
That's her third foul, and she's got to be particular. That's the team first of the second half.
All right, Mike, you say it's her third foul, right?
Right.
Correct. Third foul. Crawley with the basketball. Crawley to Pope. Pope inside to Godwin. Godwin with the shot. Up, no good. Rebounding there by Cook. Cook goes out to Watkins. Watkins, Godwin right behind her. Watkins with Wendy Pope in the middle, and they call a blocking foul on Wendy Pope.
That was a good job. That was a good call.
All right. He has Wendy Pope for blocking. 18-11. 5:53 remaining. As Lee Watkins goes to the line shooting 2. And Mike, we have a very good crowd in here tonight. This gym is packed out. First shot up is good by Watkins. Watkins will get a second.
She had 5 the first half tonight.
And that's a little slow for her compared to what we've seen early in this tournament. Second shot up by Watkins. It's also good. Pope with the basketball for the Northeast Eagles. Now they're playing a man-to-man defense. Jenkins' ball is knocked out of bounds by Angela Wright of Southern Christian.
Fred, why would you be playing lady to lady if you got your most important player with 3 fouls?
All right, it's off the foot of number 21, Amanda Brown.
Of course, she's guarding Wendy Pope, and of course, you know, Kathy Jenkins will do most of the shooting.
Exactly, that's what I would count on. Crawley gets the basketball. Shannon Griffin. Now, we haven't seen Griffin take any three-point attempts tonight, Mike, and that's unusual. Jenkins with the basketball. Angela Wright is on her, and he's going to call her for traveling. A turnover by the Northeast Eagles. Lee Watkins with the basketball. Watkins has Griffin out on the point. She goes to Angela Wright on the right side. Wright looking to pass the ball off to Cook. Cook inside, it goes to Borkin. Borkin's shot is blocked in there by number 24, Elizabeth Beal. Northeast gets the ball over half court. It's Jennifer Crawley, number 12, with the basketball. Crawley goes over to Wendy Pope, number 30. Pope looking at Jenkins coming around. Angela Wright's on her. Pass goes inside to Crawley. She steps on the line. Turnover Northeast. And Crawley did a good job, Mike, just to get to that basketball.
Right, I think Coach Brown just told Kathy Jenkins not to take the ball on the baseline so much, because that's twice they've lost the ball out of bounds.
Well, when you got 3 defenders down the baseline, it's hard to get around them. Angela Wright with the basketball in the corner. Jenkins hits the deck. Shot up, no good. Rebound, fall underneath. And coming out with it, it's going to be Angela Wright to Griffin. To Cook. Cook with the long shot, no good. Rebound, Cook. Back out to Shannon Griffin. Griffin's three-point attempt, no good. Cook again with a shot, no good. Ball is knocked back out. Wendy Pope comes up with it. And Mike, the reason that ball got back out is Jennifer Crawley tapped it back out when the rebound was going into Lenore Cook's hands. Crawley reached up and tapped it back out.
Right, and that's something Southern Christian needs, was to hit the boards then. That was a nice defensive play, nice pass. Ball's rebounded by Wright. Ball over the midcourt.
Angela Wright all the way, gives off to Watkins. Watkins shot up and good. That's what you needed. If the tables were turned, Mike, what would have been?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Northeast slows it down. 18-15, Northeast Eagles over the Southern Christian Eagles out of Knightdale, North Carolina. Ball is intercepted by Angela Wright. She looks to Watkins. Bounce pass. Watkins shot up. Is good. She goes to the line. It's going to be Kathy Jenkins. We got a timeout, Northeast. It's going to 18-17, favor of Southern Christian. We'll be back in a moment.
Are you thinking of adding a deck or other outdoor structure to your property? After you finish the hard work that goes into a project like that, the last thing you should worry about is a problem with materials. Coastal Lumber Company of Weldon invites you to use their highly regarded PermaTreat line of pressure-treated wood products at your next construction project. Guaranteed for life against rot and decay, PermaTreat lumber maintains its beauty and durability for years. Ask for Coastal's PermaTreat products by name at building supply centers all over the Roanoke Valley.
Pierce Trailer Service Incorporated of Weldon wishes the Halifax Academy Vikings the very best during the CAC tournament games. Pierce Trailer Service is proud to sponsor tonight's broadcast on FM Country 102.3 and TV 20, and is glad to support our youth here in the Roanoke Valley. Pierce Trailer Service specializes in truck equipment and trailer service and sales. They carry parts and provide service for all trailers and truck bodies. Good luck, Vikings, from Pierce Trailer Service of Weldon.
All right, Northeast calls a timeout, tries to settle her team down, Mike, and puts Watkins to the line. Watkins has a chance to tie this ball game up here in the third quarter. Northeast has led all the way.
You and I were talking earlier, Fred. The quickness of Southern Christian is really impressive, and if you let them play you on your quickness, they're going to beat you.
All right, and they are coming on strong. Just like Mike had said, Southern Christian is, right now, seems to be the quicker team. Shot by Watkins is no good. Rebound, Kathy Jenkins. Jenkins to Pope. Pope picks breaks up her dribble to Jenkins. She's got Jennifer Crawley breaking to the basket open, but it will not pass the ball to her. Back to Pope. Pope looks to her right, to the strong side, to the weak side to Crawley. Crawley with the basketball. Now she's in trouble. She goes to Jenkins. You notice how they always go to Jenkins, Mike, whenever they need an outlet. Shot up, no good. Rebound Boykins. Boykins goes to Angela Wright. Angela Wright looking for Lee Watkins to begin with. Watkins has Jenkins on her. Jenkins playing a lady-to-lady defense. Wright almost loses a handle to Griffin. Griffin for three. Shot, no good. Rebound in there. It's put back up by Watkins. Rebound Cook. Put back, no good. Rebound Watkins. Watkins moves to the basket, no good. Fight for the rebound. Angela Wright has it. Right back to Lee Watkins. Mike, they got 5 shots at it and couldn't get it to fall for them.
Well, they're out hustling Northeast.
There's some hitting going on underneath. This is a physical ball game. It's out of bounds, Southern Christian. Going in now will be Lindy Womack. Womack in Northeast in the place of Jennifer Crawley. She gets a much-deserved rest. That's a physical game right there, Michael, even if it is just ladies. They're pushing and beating and banging just like the boys do. Shot, no good. Angela Wright can't hold on to it as a fight for the rebound. The score is still 18-17, Northeast. And we're almost down to the end of this third quarter.
Coach Melton has got Watkins down here on the press now. She can pick up a foul because she's so aggressive, Fred.
Exactly. He has got 3 ladies down on the press. Nobody is to Godwin. Godwin to Jenkins. Jenkins has Angela Wright. Jenkins with a move, and there is a foul on Angela Wright, number 4. That's her Angela Wright's first foul, isn't it?
Right, that's her first, that's the team's second. So it's been a foul-free second half. Each team has 2 fouls the second half. Going to line, shooting 2 shots will be Kathy Jenkins.
All right, Kathy Jenkins, number 21. Kathy is a senior, 5'7", on the Northeast Eagles team. First shot up and good by Kathy Jenkins. Now, Coach Brown dropping the defense back. She decides to bring one lady back. She puts Wendy Pope back to guard against the fast break. Jenkins will get the second shot. Jenkins' second shot up. Rims out. Fight for the rebound underneath. Coming up with it. It's a jump ball. Possession error goes to Northeast.
You notice, Fred, Elizabeth Field has not touched the ball this half. And she's strong down low. I would give her a couple of shots at the goal.
Exactly. All right, Northeast has the basketball. It's going to be Boykin on Godwin. Griffin against Womack. Jenkins has Lee Watkins on her. Shot up by Jenkins. Angela Wright with the rebound. There's movement underneath, and Angela Wright comes out. I thought she might have been fouled, Mike. And he called her for turning the ball over.
Well, she needed to pass the ball in. She had 3 girls from Northeast around her. And, you know, this is a team game.
Wendy Pope now, number 30, to inbound the ball for Northeast. Pope goes to Jenkins, and it's going to be a turnover Northeast. Southern Christian will get it. And it's a 19-17 ball game with 1:33 remaining in the third quarter. Coming up later on this evening will be Halifax Academy Viking boys against the Northeast Eagles in the championship game for the ladies. Shot by Cook is no good. Rebound, Angela Wright gets up high, and she is knocked on the floor.
She's just taking a break.
Right. All right, it's going to be Southern Christian's ball. They'll put it in under their own basket. Good defensive play that time. Even though Angela Wright got the shot, and she is called for the foul. Number 4, Angela Wright, her second foul.
And the team third.
You saw Jennifer Crawley come down with the ball, Angela Wright on her back. It was a good inbound pass, but the defense was there and just stepped out, and Angela Wright couldn't make the basket drop.
It's a pretty inbound.
the defense just kind of upset it. Inbounds it goes. They try to go in the basket. Shot is partially blocked by Cook. And there's a foul underneath against Lindy Womack.
That's Lindy Womack. Second foul. That's the team third of the second half.
Now, what were you telling them, Mike?
The volume was coming in loud.
Oh, mine. Well, it's supposed to.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Thank you.
Is that better for you?
Yes, thank you.
All right, good enough. It's Watkins with the basketball to Griffin. Griffin to right. Right, bounce pass into Watkins in traffic. Watkins cannot hold on to it. Elizabeth Field comes up with it for the Northeast Eagles. Wendy Pope has the basketball. Pope goes to her right. To Jenkins she goes. Kathy Jenkins, number 21. Back to Wendy Pope. And they're spreading out. Nobody's breaking to the basket. Jenkins comes across court. Angela Wright knocks it up into the fans. Spectators batted back out. Wendy Pope inbounded for the Eagles of Northeast. It goes into Shannon Godwin. Godwin holding the ball high up over her head to Jenkins. Kathy Jenkins, number 21. Jenkins gets Pope wide open in the corner, goes to Wendy Pope. Shot, long, no good. Rebound, Godwin. Put back is no good. Pope again with the shot. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score, the Northeast Eagles 19, the Southern Christian Eagles 17. We'll be back.
If you want to look your very best, call Naomi and Company in the Plaza Shopping Center at 537-1533. The staff always aims to please, and please they do, with a capital P. Whether it's a new perm, a haircut, or maybe you just feel like you deserve a treat, then call or go by today and feel really terrific about yourself. They're moving soon, so listen to WPTM and we'll be telling you when and where. When you call or go by, ask about their tanning bed and get ready for the summer early with Naomi and Company in the Plaza Shopping Center. Attention drivers, Builders Transport, a major truckload carrier, is proud to celebrate 14 years as a part of Halifax County and surrounding communities. Builders Transport can offer the experienced tractor-trailer driver excellent pay, group hospitalization, and group dental insurance, a 401k retirement plan, an employee stock ownership plan, spouse ride program, paid vacations, long and short haul, and much more. If you're at least 23 years of age with a year over-the-road tractor-trailer experience and have a good driving record, CDL, then you need to call Rudy Evans today and find out how you can join the Builders family. Builders Transport at 1-800-548-2344.
8 minutes and then this champion will be decided. And we're right, it will be the Eagles.
You're right.
Will be the champions. To Kathy Jenkins, the ball goes for the Northeast Eagles. Kathy Jenkins, Angela Wright guarding her. Kathy, good move to the basket. Shot is no good. Rebound, Lee Watkins. Here comes the defense. Wendy Pope is back. Shot up by Watkins is good. 19 all. We have a tie game. And Mike, as soon as the fans quieten down, that's the shot you said that Lee Watkins had to take. It's a pull-up jumper. As we go, Pope to Crawley. Crawley, Griffin on her. Crawley to Jenkins. Jenkins with Wright. And that was traveling there.
Well, what it is, if you're up, you can't go down. If you're down, you can't come up.
Exactly, no advantage. If she'd have thrown the ball while she was down, they wouldn't have been traveling. All right, Lee Watkins with Southern Christian taking the lead for the first time. Well, they haven't taken the lead. It's tied up in the fourth quarter. About to get ahead of ourselves. Angela Wright with the shot. It's going to be long. Rebound, Cook, shot, no good. Rebound, Jennifer Crawley for the Northeast Eagles. Crawley to Godwin, to Wendy Pope. Pope had to get back to help out with the basketball. Godwin holding up. And hitting the deck is Godwin. Lee Watkins ran right through her. Godwin with the basketball. Goes around to her right. Up, makes a move to the basket. There is a foul. Let's see who he's going to call a foul on. It could be on anybody. Number 21. It's Amanda Borkin.
That's only her first. That's the team's fourth. Fred, I'm telling you, if all of these girls from Northeast will get involved, they'll be all right. Shots up by Borkins, no good.
Rebound. It's Lee Watkins. Watkins comes down. It's a 4-on-2 break to Griffin. Griffin with a shot, good. Southern Christian takes the lead for the first time tonight. It's 21-19. Jennifer Crawley to Whitney Pope. And you can hear this Southern Christian fans over on our right side. They go wild. First time they've taken the lead tonight, and it's in the fourth quarter. Jennifer Crawley with the basketball. To Beal. Back to Crawley. Crawley looks inside. Jenkins not breaking to the basket. They're making room for Godwin to shoot. She's cut off at the baseline. Jenkins wide open over on the shot. It's no good. Rebound by Watkins. Watkins has Angela Wright and Griffin. Watkins takes it in on an arm. 2 points. 23-19. Timeout. Northeast. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, where's that cross-stitch project you started to do years ago? Did you put it in a drawer or a closet because you couldn't find that special fabric it called for? Well, not anymore. Passon Time carries name brand fabrics, Charles Crafts, Weegart, top sellers, and wide variety in grass patterns, dimensions, just cross-stitch, Glory and Pad, just to name a few. Passon Time also special orders, so all is not lost. If it's out there, they put in more than effort to find it. Passon Time in the plaza.
At Leslie Wright Ford, we're offering a $100 low price guarantee, which means if Leslie Wright Ford can't meet or beat another dealer's purchase price, we'll give you $100. We're also giving $750 rebates on our Ranger pickups, $500 rebates on our Aerostar vans, and $400 first-time buyer rebates on our Ford Escorts at 175 Old Farm Road. Leslie Wright Ford. We do business the old-fashioned way. We do it right.
And this is Carolina Academies Conference Tournament Championship game with the Lady Eagles of Southern Christian now in front of the Lady Eagles of Northeast Academy down in Alaska. Southern Christian from Knightdale. Alaska, of course, down around Jackson, Conway. There's a foul underneath. Number 11, Shannon Griffin.
First team fifth. Fred, you notice Northeast is standing around now. The first half, what they were doing that was so good, they were moving without the ball. Now, look, everyone's standing around waiting for someone else to do something.
You're right. They were moving away from the ball, and now they're not doing it. So let's see what's happening to Crawley. Crawley has not taken a shot tonight, has she, Mike?
No.
All right. Jennifer Crawley, long pass to Jenkins. They rely on Jenkins as Crawley with the ball. She was open. She had a good shot there. Borkins is on her. Pope to Crawley.
Now, Pope can shoot that three out there.
Oh, Pope will shoot it, and she should. Godwin to Crawley. Looking to Beal. Beal, turn around. She loses the handle. Griffin has the basketball. It's to Lee Watkins, and Angela Wright is out front. To Wright. Wright with a shot, and he's going to call traveling. That's better than a foul, isn't it, Mike?
Right. Well, that Northeast has got Elizabeth Beal sitting up there in the high post. I'd put her in the low block. Now, I just got ready to say they needed to bring Lindy Womack in.
And Lindy Womack comes in the game. Elizabeth Beal goes over for a rest. I think Coach Brown's going to save Beal for a couple of minutes and put her back in. Let her get a breather. Shot by Pope is good. Three-corner by Wendy Pope. And that makes the score 23 for Southern Christian, 22 for Northeast Academy. To Angela Wright. Wright, take the shot. You're wide open. She goes to Cook.
I hear you, Coach.
Why not? I mean, nobody's there. Right. She'll take it this time. No good. Long to Borkins. Borkins over on the side to Cook. Cook goes inside to Lee Watkins. Watkins. And there's a jump ball. And it's going to be Southern Christian's ball. And she tried to go to Angela Wright, breaking to the basket. That was a good play there, but a good defensive play by Lindy Womack. Bounce pass, in he goes to Watkins. Watkins shot up no good. Womack gets a hand on it and blocks it. Lindy Womack again comes in with a great defensive play. She's a good player. She really is. She's going to be real good later on. A little experience gets under her belt. Wendy Pope. And Pope will shoot that three, as we just saw earlier.
She should have.
She's wide open. I'd take a shot. But she has nobody for rebounding.
It doesn't make any difference that when
Jenkins with a shot up and good. That puts the Eagles of Northeast Academy up by one, 24-23. We got 3 minutes 35 seconds remaining in this ball game. No call. Angela Wright takes
let's see. No, fight for the ball. It's Angela Wright, and they're going to call a charge as she dropped her shoulder, and I think that's one thing that got her, Mike.
You know, that's good officiating, Fred.
That was.
The one under the goal, I think he got ready to call blocking, and the other one was position.
Right, position, and she dropped her shoulder and hit Jenkins right in his stomach area.
See, Northeast moved with that ball the last 2 times down the court, and they scored. See if they'll do some rotation or something this time.
All right, Pope with the basketball. It's 24-23, Northeast Eagles, and Crawley is in trouble. She bounces the ball to Wendy Pope. Pope to Godwin. Godwin drives the lane, shot, up, gets a roll, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's Wright. Wright tries to give it out. We got a jump ball, and it's going to be Northeast ball. Northeast basketball.
The official was talking to Angela Wright, and believe me, I know him, Ron, from Rocky Mount. She best calm her temper down. They don't need a technical right now.
You're right about that, Mike. We definitely don't need that. All right, let's see. He's going to call a foul on number 11, Sharon Griffin. As Griffin gets called for the foul.
That should put them in a bonus, Fred. Northeast still has 3 fouls to give. So that's right. She is shooting.
All right, she's going to be shooting 1-1. There's a timeout, Southern Christian, with a score 24-23. Northeast. We'll be back.
Next time you need hardware supplies, you think about Gaston and Gaston Hardware. Gaston Hardware, one of the most complete hardware stores in the Roanoke Valley and Southside Virginia. From plumbing to electrical needs to nails, and one of the most complete selection of bolts anywhere. If you need hardware, Gaston Hardware is all you need. See the most complete selection of hardware anywhere at Gaston Hardware. They're located on Highway 46 East in Gaston. Come by and see them today at Gaston Hardware.
Take 10. Take an extra 10% off all previously reduced winter sales items at Kittner's in Weldon. Example, men's sport coats, regularly $200, sale price $95, with an extra 10% off, just $85.50. Ladies' shoes, regular price $64, sale price $32, with an extra 10% off, only $28.80. Save all this week with an extra 10% off all winter sales shoes and clothing for every member of your family. Use your charge cards. Sorry, no layaways or charges. At Kittner's in Weldon, where a trial is all we ask.
Mike, we're down to 2:53 remaining in this ball game, and going to the line is going to be Lindy Womack, and that was a cheap foul that was committed by Sharon Griffin. Womack with the shot. It's up, no good. Rebound in there by Angela Wright. Wright is twisted around. Lee Watkins with the basketball. Watkins goes to the line. Back out to Wright. To Watkins, 24-23, Northeast on top. It goes to Cook. Cook to Wright. You know, and Wright's not been as aggressive tonight, Mike, as she was in Thursday night's game or the game 2 tonight. They definitely need her, and they need Griffin to shoot those 3-pointers. A couple of 3-pointers by Griffin would calm a few people in this gymnasium down real quick, wouldn't it?
They've gone back into a triangle and 2 now.
Wright crashing the board. Lee Watkins with the rebound. And there's a fight over. Watkins shoots the ball up. And we got a foul on the basket called against number 14, Womack. Lindy Womack picked up her 3rd, right, Mike?
Right, and that's the team 4, so they've got 2 more before they start a 1-1. Of course, this is a 2-shot foul.
All right, we have going to the line, number 10, Lee Watkins. And we got a 1-point Northeast lead. And Womack comes out, going back in will be Elizabeth Field.
Right now, Lee Watkins has 15 points.
15 points for Lee Watkins, and she can put her team ahead if she can sink these 2 free throws. Shot up, no good, hits the front of the rim. All right, shoot 1. And we're going to play it, guys. If it goes in, good. If it doesn't, we're going to play it. Right, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
All right, second shot by Watkins. You can hear this contention. And the second shot is good. We're all tied up at 24. The Eagles 24, the Eagles 24.
Wendy Pope drives. The basket lane is wide open. There's a charge and foul against number 30, Wendy Pope. Turns the ball over with 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Number 30 called for the charge.
That's 3 on her. And then they only have 1 foul away.
All right, now Lee Watkins pretending like she's just walking up court, so nobody's really guarding her. The defense drops back tight. We're all tied up 24 all. Bounce pass inside, it goes to Lee Watkins. Watkins back out to right. Right's going to drive, and she loses the basketball. So if Northeast takes over on the turnover. 1:43, Mike, and I tell you, you couldn't ask for a better basketball game, all tied up as we get down to the final 1 minute 40 seconds. It's Kathy Jenkins of the Eagles of Northeast Academy. Jenkins, and you think they're going to hold for 1 shot?
Right, they're going to it looks like a stall, basically 4 corners.
All right, now Coach Brown wanted to know how many timeouts she had. She has 2 timeouts. Jenkins with the ball. And both of the ball players are down. Jenkins thinks to 2. Now that is a shot under pressure. We're down to 1:09. Here comes Lee Watkins. Watkins draws the crowd. Angela Wright. Wright bounce pass to Cook. Cook off the glass. Good for 2. 26-26 as we're breaking it down to the final 59 seconds.
Well, you know, I don't understand why the coach from Southern, Coach Melton, wants them to come out and put pressure on them because it's a tie game. They're not behind.
Exactly, but he wants to put pressure on this lady with the basketball is who he wants the pressure put on.
Right, but with their quickness, they can steal the ball.
Exactly, but you're down to 39 seconds, and here comes Wendy Pope with a drive to the basket. Shot up is no good. Fight for the rebound. Godwin comes up with it. Inbounds it goes to Womack. There's a foul under the basket on number 11, Sharon Griffin of Southern Christian. Lindy Womack goes to the line.
Yeah, that's 3 on Sharon Griffin. I told you, Fred, this little kid right here, Lindy Womack.
We got a timeout, Southern Christian. We'll be back in a moment.
Pine State of Roanoke Rapids takes this opportunity to congratulate all the teams in the CAC tournament. And to each individual player, Pine State congratulates you on a job well done. The staff of Pine State is proud of the youth in this area, and especially the young athletes who spend so much time practicing and still maintaining their grades. Once again, Pine State is proud of all of you. Pine State.
Double E Building Supply in Rich Square, where you can fix it up at cut-rate prices. Double E prices are at least 25% lower than the regular retail price. With prices like Double E's, you can fix up doors, windows, storm windows, and bathroom vanities with the extra work, but not with the extra cost. Double E Building Supply, Highway 305 Rich Square, across from Eastern Fuels. Call today, 539-2020. Double E Building Supply of Rich Square.
Well, Michael, the championship game comes down to the final 30 seconds with Lindy Womack at the line. We got a tie ball game, 26 all. And Lindy has not made a free throw tonight. Is that correct?
This will be her second try.
Second time at the line. She has not made one, but she makes this one. It's 27-26 in favor of Northeast Lady Eagles. She gets the second one. Womack second shot up, no good. Rebound in there by Angela Wright, and there's a jump ball. It's going to be Southern Christian's basketball.
Why is she taking Wendy Womack out? I would think one of these other girls that are, been playing the whole second half. That had any break at all.
We're down to 25 seconds, and it's a barn burner. 1-point game. Northeast Lady Eagles on top. Inside it goes to Watkins. Watkins trying to drive. Boykins with the ball to Cook. Lee Watkins. Watkins trying to do it all himself. She's got 8 seconds. 7. Shot up, no good. Cook with the putback, no good. There's a foul underneath on the shot. She'll be shooting 2. Mike, with 4 seconds to go, this could be the ball game.
See what she's made of right there.
All right, she shoots 2. Not a 1-on-1. There's a timeout Northeast with the Possession 26. We'll be back.
If you want top insurance protection, call Farm Bureau. Farmers have always helped make the best of our state, and now through Farm Bureau, proven insurance coverage is available to people from all walks of life, even us non-farmers. So, compare your present coverage, rates, and service. Like me, you may find that Farm Bureau is your best insurance value available today.
The insurance companies of Farm Bureau in North Carolina. Helping you is what we do best.
Halifax Farm Bureau.
Jackson Mechanical Services at 150 South Main Street in Ridge Square specializes in all appliance repair. Your range, your vacuum cleaner, whatever it is. Jackson Mechanical Services will get it working and get it working fast. They also do industrial, residential, and agricultural electrical services. Call Jackson Mechanical Service today at 539-2110. Jackson Mechanical Services in Ridge Square, where good, dependable service is always what you get with Jackson Mechanical Services.
4 seconds and 2 free throws for number 15, Lenore Cook of Southern Christian Academy Eagles. And Mike, when you're talking about pressure, now this is pressure. Here you can tie, and here you can put your team ahead with only 4.10 seconds remaining. First shot is no good. Exactly right. Second shot up. No good. Rebound Jenkins. There's a foul underneath. He calls a foul on number 10, Lee Watkins, with 3 seconds remaining. There's a timeout, Southern Christian. We'll be back in just a moment.
Farmers have always helped make the best of our state. And for years, they've depended on Farm Bureau insurance for their own protection. It's people helping people that's built Farm Bureau Insurance into one of the most respected companies in America. We were glad to learn this very same protection is available to even us non-farmers. Compare your present coverage with Farm Bureau's rates and service.
The insurance companies of Farm Bureau in North Carolina. Helping you is what we do best.
Northampton Farm Bureau.
For all your healthcare needs, shop Drugco, home of the Roanoke Valley's lowest prescription prices. In a hurry or have a sick child in the car? Stop by Drugco's convenient drive-through window. Our service is prompt and courteous, and our prices are the lowest around. You just can't do better than Drugco. Drugco Discount Pharmacy, 107 Smith Church Road, phone 537-7010. Shop the low price leader and see why the whole area is talking about Drugco.
It comes down to 3 seconds now. And going to the line is going to be Kathy Jenkins. Jenkins shooting the 1-and-1. It's 27-26, and Mike, there's only 3 seconds remaining. And it's immaterial whether she makes these shots or not, because unlike you, I don't think they can bring the ball down in 3 seconds. All right, that shot is up and good. This lady... Timeout with 3 seconds remaining. We'll be back in a moment.
Coastal Plain Charter Service at Rocky Mount. That's who you want to call to plan a group or class trip or any kind of trip for that matter. All you have to do is decide where and when. And Coastal Plain Charter Service does all the rest. Coastal Plain Charter has reliable drivers and comfort that nobody can match. Call today and ask Gus for details. That number is 1-800-232-4775. That's 1-800-232-4775.
A's, A's, A's. That's all you always wanted on my report card, and now you got them. All I want is a brand new Chevy from Raymond Watson Chevrolet in Scotland Neck, where deals are not only talked about, they're made. A's, Chevys, and Raymond Watson Chevrolet go together, just like Carolina Academy tournaments and WPTM and Raymond Watson Chevrolet. They are always together. Love, your soon-to-be 1992 high school graduate.
Kathy Jenkins at the line for Northeast Eagles, shooting the second of the 1-and-1. Second shot up is no good. Lenore Cook with the ball. Angela Wright with the shot. It's no good. This ball game is
Series tractors are more productive than ever. Take the Ultra Command Power Shift that Infield Tractor has been showing everyone in Infield. It's got more forward speed than any tractor in its class. The clutch-free operation is unbelievable. Push the shift lever forward and the tractor moves forward. Pull the lever back and you're in reverse. And this heavy-duty transmission is built tough, just like you'd expect it from Ford. So go on over today, Infield Tractor and Infield, and see how Ford six-cylinder tractors are more productive than ever before.
The Power Alley at 1027 Roanoke Avenue, Roanoke Rapids has the cards that you've been looking for, and the price is right. Sports card collectors in both North Carolina and Virginia know that the Power Alley in Roanoke Rapids has the hot new cards in baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. And the Power Alley has weekly specials on cards and supplies for the hobby. New 92 Upper Deck Don Russ 1 and 2s and clear cards.